this is another map where teams often take it very, very slow. How far up in mid can you get? Can you take a split hit onto a site? It will be Boom that have to get the ball rolling over on attack. Flipshitter, the player that was called out as having a very weak opening up on Bind. Now he has the jet, and he has to be all guns blazing from the start.
Totally. I mean, lots of expectations from him, especially being, you know, in that star role. And especially after the opening map that we did see from him, very quiet, but they're looking to go loud in this one. Second map here, opening pistol round to kick off, and seems like they're going for this 3-2 default to try and take some mid control to start the game off.
You can see DAMWON not really giving any early peeks or anything like this over to the opposition. Just a smoke at the bottom of mid. As Chexter continues to jump peek, take some information of what's happening down mid. Secret has first contact here, and really good timing with the doggy here. Catches the information of 2 players at the very least. He wants to flash out of this and play pretty aggressively off that too. But he just gets shot straight through the smoke. Okay, asteriskk on fire in the pistol rounds.
This dude has got X-ray vision. Somehow getting that kill. Texture will get one at least for the side of DAMWON. But the plant has quickly and swiftly gone down here for the side of Boom Esports. Really taking a blitzkrieg onto that A site, and now the retake will have to come on in. For the most part, they're kind of situated here on this heaven position, trying to push out of the rafters. And little do they know, maybe under them, there are 2 players here from Boom on these hell positions. Now, intro on the push. Flipshitter will actually find the opening pick, as Texture was the only one to drop on down. Eugene finding a double, but he will be taken down as well as Blaze securing the round. Boom. This is a very big contrast to what we saw on that opening round on Bind. They finally get something going here to take this round number 1.
Yeah, they convert off the early kill asteriskk, who's able to find on the Astra. And I mean, once that player in tree falls, I mean, the site is just completely yours for the taking. You can swarm all through that one. So Boom with a very convincing round 1. Full buy for them coming into the next. Was wondering if Flipshitter would try and wait, get his hands on an operator or something like this, because now that he's on the jet, this is a map where he could look to op, as opposed to asteriskk, who's taking it on the earlier round. And, well, you get the early pick onto Secret over on Cat. Nothing too difficult about that one for Flips.
Flipshitter, opening pick from him. Very nicely done. Okay, Secret. He's taking on down. That's a lot of the information gathering and potentially initiating power they could have had on this eco round taken away. Frostmind getting Eugene, both initiators down now for DAMWON, and they're really playing this quite spread out here on this attacking side, at least for round number 2, and for the most part, they're winning all the pickups that they're getting. They do have that weapons advantage, and so it seems to be the case here as Eeyore finds another.
I don't know, slowly Boom play. It's kind of funny, right? You get like 2 kills on people checking up towards Cat, a player B main as well, but now they just want to group up together, not risk having any rifles fall into the hands of DAMWON. Just gotta worry about intro hanging out on the back of site. He actually gets a kill, so can't be too unhappy about that one, but I think moving forward into the next, DAMWON can have a much better option to fight on back. That being said, though, the pistol's doing a little bit of work here.
Okay, Texture. He's got that sheriff. Can he find the pickoffs? I mean, it's a 1v3, man. Like, you're not really expected to win this, and yeah, that's the outcome as advertised. Flipshitter takes the round, and now they finally got something going here, Boom, which we really couldn't have never said on Bind. Maybe that pistol round could have maybe worked out for him, as when we saw asteriskk get that 4K, you were thinking, okay, this could be a really close game for map number 1, but alas, it wasn't that way. So
yeah,
this right now, DAMWON, I don't think they're too worried as of the moment.
Yeah, we'll see what the setup is for DAMWON. I'm expecting a little bit more passive presence in mid, knowing that Flipshitter has the Marshall, and that's probably your best bet, trying to fight back against the options what DAMWON have to play with here. They do have a tripwire. Gives them some protection. Interesting little dart to try and clear bottom bench for Boom, who takes some space in mid. They don't want to get shot from that angle as they walk a couple of players up in towards Cat. But this is something you see often when you do have that bonus buy coming through from an attacking team, is you kind of spread out and see if you can find an opening. One way you can maybe play a little bit more aggressively, play a little bit more individualistic than you do on a rifle round. And well, there's a drone up mid that just caught Eeyore playing that position. So DAMWON are going to have some idea of what's going on over on Catwalk.
Yeah, Flipshitter's Marshall has been given away as well. Eeyore, as stated, has been taken down now by Eugene, and this is looking good so far for the side of DAMWON. I mean, it is a bonus here now for Boom. Not really trying to invest too much into this round, trying to see what they can make with the cards, with the hand that they're dealt right now with. Now they're trying to take their talents towards the B side. Lots of defenders already here waiting. Texture in that smoke could potentially gimp him if they're not ready for his push. Intro on that back side, able to find one. A double for him. Eugene doing the same. And now a quick cleanup coming from DAMWON. Flawless from them. They barely took any damage. Only Intro was the only player from the side of DAMWON to even take a lick of damage in that round. So very clean from DAMWON.
Yeah, very nicely done. As expected, they put that one on the board. So with the extra time, I actually want to dive into something Paper Thin and Achilles were talking about a bit on the desk. The differences between the compositions and in particular the Sentinels here with the Killjoy and the Cypher. Of course, Intro is going to be rocking that Cypher. And I actually think, I mean, they both accomplish very similar things. Usually you put an alarm bot or a tripwire in mid so that no one can lurk on through that. But one big difference, I think, gives Cypher an edge specifically against someone like Jet with a B site hit is you saw that Jet dash over towards Switch, right? So you can close the door. You can actually put pretty low tripwires there to catch her out, and with the nerf, she doesn't break those anymore. Jeong Hi getting the kill initially on the site. We're going in fast.
Jeong Hi, okay. Secret trying to follow up on that 4v3 already. They have control of the tree position here still, as they have not been able to really kind of overrun that Boom for the meantime. Getting caught out here on that A main position, but the defuse trying to be stuck as the divide does expire. That will actually give them some space to try and go back and dip into it, but the pull is perfect here. Secret finding one, though. He's holding down the line. Asterisk, he's going to have to spray through the smoke as the time is going to be ticking, and the defuse will come in as well. Sticking it was the right idea, and DAMWON get the second round now.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of the cool utility usage, the one-way, the gravity well into the concuss from Asterisk. But at the end of the day, DAMWON just sort of posted up there, were able to bail out their players that got CC'd, trade them out, get the kills, and shut them down. The bit of a weakness there, Boom trying to take that post plant from every single player back in A main, as DAMWON were able to take space on the site very, very quickly. So things are all evened up now. Boom, they left the spike in the base, so maybe want to go back and get that one. But for the time being, DAMWON bouncing back very, very strongly and putting a lot of early presence in B main.
That presence is really getting them that control, and now because of that, you can expect that if they don't kind of get any contact here outside B main, a rotation should come on in, and that's really going to hamper things. But look at this flank coming from Flipjitter. He's crawled his way all the way now here towards his spawn, the defender side spawn. I'm not too sure if DAMWON are going to expect this. He could potentially crawl his way to A, get a kill on one of the players on Heaven, namely Jeong Hi, and that could be disastrous for DAMWON. So the rotate is to come on in here because once again, no contact on B main. Looks like Eugene wants to rotate, but they're holding off on that for the meantime. As
I think Eugene knows he's there, right? Because there was a tripwire in mid lane, so Flipshitter shot that one, and that's why they're playing and they're watching that angle. They are. It is a little bit uncomfortable, right? Because you don't know if he actually stuck around there or if he left, and I think that's why we're seeing some hesitancy here as Eugene clears those corners.
Checking it. Oh, he spotted him out too. Flipjitter will actually get the kill with a Spectre up close and personal. Those weapons can certainly steal a kill every now and then, and that he does. But Texture will answer back as well here, coming from DAMWON. So 4v4, but the time is ticking, running away now from Boom as Eeyore able to snipe Texture there. Good kill from him, and another kill from Flipjitter on that flank. Great rotate hold by him, and Secret will get the trade. 2v3 right now, but two players from the side of Boom are quite low. A single bullet will do him on in.
Man.
Flipjitter finding a third. What is this positioning from him? Can he find the fourth? He's done his job. He's held the rotate. They cannot go and help too early. The plant should go down. Secret will find him, but the damage has been done. It's a 1v2 here, Ender, and it's all on a Secret.
And Blaze has the time. He comes around the corner. Secret's going to get shot in the back of the head, taken down. The spike started being planted at 4.69 seconds. They'd had just enough time to put that one down on the ground, and it's all off of the push through mid from Flipshitter. He gets that first kill in the 1v1 up against Eugene, and from there, he just could not be stopped.
Oh, man. What a play, what positioning, and a great job here by Flipshitter to really get that round secured. He has been quite struggling on Bind and seems to be the very opposite of that here, at least on Boom for that round. Coming in when it matters the most and getting them the lead here once more. And now, DAMWON, if they lose this round, they're on an eco. That's not a prospect that they really want to temper nor flirt with. They do have 4 ultimates though here, Ender, to really try and apply and maybe tie up the score.
Yeah, once again, presence in mid by Flipshitter. This time he has a Sky there to flash him on forward. But you can see there's not just a tripwire that just got destroyed, also a camera from intro, and 3 players of DAMWON trying to hold this, but it doesn't even matter. Flipshitter gets the kill, frostmind takes down Texture, and all of a sudden, Boom have blown up the round once again. Intro, the only player to hold down the fort in mid.
Okay, so with that opening now, it's like, okay, what do they do here exactly? Do Boom press the issue? Yes, they do. They have that B control right now. They can split it. The spike is dropped out outside towards the lobby, rather. And now on the rotate here, Secret trying to find his way to maybe do the same thing that we saw Eugene try and do. Clear out his mid position, make sure nobody's too close. But frostmind is waiting here right in the pocket, and he will find that shot. Boosted up, that's a 3rd for him in this round. It's all in the Jeong Hi, gonna say hello and actually get that answer from frostmind, who's taken down. Saving the Phantom, that's all he can do. He knows that this round is done, sealed, and shipped away. As Boom, they will extend their lead now 2 rounds back up again.
Yeah, it's all about this mid push from Boom. They tried it out in the last round, just Flipshitter, and I mean, just blow it open right here. And I mean, now DAMWON have to be really concerned about that, because it's clear, like, just the tripwire there doesn't get it done. You get the information, but Flipshitter made it work the previous round. And this time, they tried playing 3 players off the wire, and they still lost in that exchange. Weren't able to trade off of each other effectively in that one. The other ways you can try to play mid to stop a play like this is very aggressively. You know, holding tiles from catwalk, peeking top mid from bench. Like, these are your options. DAMWON not necessarily the team to try and do that, I feel like. Often their setups involve them playing a little bit further back off of their own utility, but if they're going to do that, it can't look like that previous round, because it just did not work at all.
That's not a round that you can continuously try and do the same thing over with, because DAMWON, the results speak for themselves, right? Here, Boom right now looking to get a better read, and I dare may say it's on the attacking side here in a sense, which isn't something normally that he's historically kind of, you know, put on this on a team like Boom here to kind of really overperform. And I'm not saying that they're doing better than expected, but, well, to be quite frank, they are, especially after map number 1. And this is a really good, I guess, time to call for this timeout from DAMWON. What can they talk over? I don't know about you, Ender, but there does seem to be a new, I guess, gust of wind underneath the wings of Boom here, at least for map number 2.
Yeah, Boom off to a good start, and DAMWON are just figuring out how they can mix up their setup. You can see from the positioning on the map, maybe that changes in the future, but their Cypher has been playing exclusively B site. Now looking to set up over towards A, and again, A, you have a lot of different setups you can do on the Cypher, whether or not it's just like default tripwires to watch if anyone tries to push onto the side or lurk on through, or much deeper in sight where you can actually play back generator, maybe even Hell as the Cypher with these really deep tripwires and just spam on through smokes. But regardless, it means there's actually no wire going to be placed in mid. It's going to come down entirely to Flipshitter and the rest of DAMWON that do end up posting up in that position, and maybe doubling up 1 pizza, 1 in market is going to be the plan for them. But I think Flipshitter actually just saw the Cypher here. They're going to blast out onto the site.
Oh man, but Jeong Hi on the swing, a double for him. They're stuck in place from the gravity well, and asteriskk will finally shut him on down, getting a double of her own here, at least for the side of Boom, as Eeyore chimes on in. It's a 3v3. The judge can be very deadly. It is an eco here coming from the side of DAMWON, but look at his positioning from Eeyore, finding a second kill, not expecting him to be there on the off angle up top to heaven, and now going down to hell. Eugene will send him to that place. Asteriskk coming on down. It's now a 2v2. Now Blaze is inside the smoke. Will he get caught off guard? Able to actually back off for the meantime. Woo! But DAMWON make the thrifty happen, and they cut the lead down to a single round.
Huge retake right there, and Eugene having a sheriff in his hands to play off of the recon dart. Absolutely critical. The initial frag that went down onto Flipshitter also made the site take that much more challenging for Boom Esports. DAMWON, you can never quite count them out. Even there, where things didn't go their way initially, they're able to bounce back with that retake, and Eugene looking good here on Ascent.
Eugene, okay. We did see some good moments, at least near the opening start of Bind a while ago, coming in from Eugene, and he's looking to do more of that here. Boom Esports, though, they're the ones that have really kind of gotten an uptick, and that's another kind of round that we have seen like on Bind, where they have a man advantage, they have things going for them, they have the weapons advantage at the very least, but DAMWON just make these tough rounds happen, able to shoot their way out of these bad situations, and that's been a storyline here time and time again. For the meantime, though, on the A site, no one really anchoring down. They're looking for that short control instead.
Yeah, you can see how DAMWON are trying to solve their problems of a weak mid-hold too. Again, this is more of that aggressive style I was mentioning, as Texture is pushed all the way down across from bench. Constantly, or every once in a while, sort of jiggling out, peeking, seeing if anyone is going to be up on tiles.
Blocking sight.
Because he's playing solo, it means he can't really fall here. Has some flashes from the sky if he needs to be able to back it on out. And as the round starts ticking away, utility used over on the A site. He may be called off of that angle to go hold A, but the spike is still outside B main over in tiles.
And they're surely running out of time on that endeavor as well. Secret will get a kill, which is huge now for DAMWON, but a same kind of emphasis put on that coming from frostmind to bring it to a 4v4. Typically favors the attacking side in this situation, but Secret will equalize things up and give them that lead even here on Eeyore. Intro doing the same exact thing. He's potentially going to find a second. No, Flipshitter holding down the line, but a quick trade here coming from Jeong Hi. It's all on a frostmind. Now he might be ice cold. His brain might be on point, but can he be able to land the shots to make this happen? They know that he's here towards hell. To try and stick this plant, flash on now. He's done, dead, and dealt with, as Jeong Hi will get the kill here now, and they equalize the game.
Oh man, just imagine having to face off against Sky, Sova, Astra Utility for the retake in a 1 versus 3. You're never winning that one. That is just absolutely miserable. DAMWON evening things up right here, solve some of the problems, and now I feel like Boom is going to return to a mid hit for them. Right now, they've seen this Cypher set up over A quite a few rounds in a row. They don't know exactly how DAMWON have been holding mid, whether or not it's been, you know, an aggressive push or whatnot, because they just haven't really tested the waters around there too much, but it will be Texture with an op in B main. Mid is going to be relatively soft, just Sova with a drone and a dart to try and scout that one on through. So I'd like to see Flipshitter take a chance and try and walk in here towards bench if he can.
Totally. They've been having a bit more success on pushing that mid position, taking control of the pizza and really letting it bake in the oven here. And so will he continue on that? Flipshitter pushing all the way deep and down. Frostmind and Secret, both of the skies for either side, finding a pick apiece, and both jets also going down. So that's a bit of a coincidence for you guys. Eeyore on the peak, but Intro is going to show him the way on out, and it's a quick 4v3 here already. It's a pretty much a scramble, honestly, happening here for both teams. Blaze can gang that kill. Secret as well on the trade. Pretty much a kill feed going the way of DAMWON for the meantime, but Boom, they're not out of the waters just yet. It's a 2v3. But if they can isolate this pick, especially here maybe on Jeong Hi towards A, then this could definitely be a 1 round for them.
Again, though, the retake utility is so difficult to work against here for Boom, so even in a 2 versus 3, it is not going to be easy. You got Recon Bolt, no flashes
30 seconds left.
up at the moment for Secrets. That is a bit of relief for Boom, but you can see Secret finds Blaze King, gets another kill. DAMWON back in the lead here on Ascent.
They've made it happen now after how many rounds has it been that Boom has had this lead? You know, they extended it over to 2, but DAMWON have cut into it time and time again. This is what, their 3rd round now in a row that they've won to really tie the game on up, and DAMWON, they're not gonna let this get too out of hand, let it get too away from them. And Boom, they just could not really capitalize off of the space there made by Flipshitter. You saw him take that mid pizza, but he was all alone, and so what can you really do in that endeavor?
I mean, it's difficult, right? Because the way that Boom was setting up wasn't giving him any support at all. Eeyore was holding mid from, like, catwalk, right? So he's going to see if anyone flanks through a main or pushes through cat into mid. So he has Flipshitter's back, but he's not helping him in the front. You don't have a Sky with the jet or anything like that, so it really is just a lurk play, a lot riding on the back of Flipshitter. He got shut down. The push through B main also didn't quite work out for them, so rely on individual play can sometimes be difficult, and Texture puts that individual jet dip on the board right there, and a second one to boot.
completely making a huge difference here. Ender not able to land the follow-up shots, but he's gotten two and gets the third with a classic free gun, by the way. But up close, those can definitely steal some kills and the round here as DAMWON, a quick flush, and they take 2 rounds up now over Boom.
Oh man, Texture just doing them dirty right there with the right click. You hate to see that. Boom, just some stingers and the Spectre in their hands to try and make that sight hit work out, but the operator shut it down almost instantly, and now Texture feeling it just a little bit, an aggressive push here perhaps to watch any players making their way outside of tiles, and I think he's gonna meet a couple here from Boom.
Holding down the line. They might just bite off more than they can shoot. Smoke, perfect timing on that, but he's aggressed further. He's a jet. He can go and do whatever he wants and dip out of it if he so chooses. Now, he's held that angle. For the meantime, Texture, though, on that previous round, seems like he has an SSD because he's loaded into the game real quick. There hasn't been anything Boom that really has shown to be able to slow him down on this operator. Now, knows there's information there up top towards mid. The Killjoy has to be somewhere close. They're playing this default here, Boom, right now. I'm not sure if it's going to work against the operator Texture.
Looks like they may use this Sova here if he has a, he doesn't have a drone or a dart or anything like this, so can't really fake out any utility to feign a hit over towards A. Also, I mean, DAMWON would just never bite on that, knowing that Jet's at least over in B main. Play is so slow right now, and the spike is rotating back over towards the A site. They're trying to convince DAMWON that it could be a hit on either site, but as the time continues to tick away, the spike is going to the site where there isn't your sky. Like right now, you're going to be walking in just dry onto this A site, and you have to clear intro, playing back over towards Generator. He sees a gun, he gets the kill.
Yeah, that's a very wayward wall there for either side, and intro finds a double from that Generator, just completely creating the energy here for the side of DAMWON to get back into the round. Not that they ever lost it. Frostmind, he's been spotted and dealt with here by intro. Great performance, like a true sentinel, holding down the line and not even letting Boom have a chance of getting that plant off. I do feel like, though, Ender, that Cosmic Divide was kind of wayward no matter which side you took it. On the B side, it only gave you control of the lane, and on the A side, it didn't give you control of anything, and so I think it was a bit of misplay there on how they use that one.
I mean, I think the wall can work, but it works when you have a sky with you, right? When you can pop flash immediately through the wall, and then you're flying on forward. But when your sky is over on B, you're walking in like, what does a Killjoy do behind the wall? What does a Sova do behind the wall? You're just peeking that blind, and it's always a losing fight when you're walking through and Astro Wall without any form of utility to push someone off the angle, to blind them, to get you space on the opposite side. It was a bit of a rushed play there from Boom. He didn't have a lot of time left in the round, especially after Flipshooter dropped over towards B side. I think that's really what started the mass confusion, because then they had to commit to A. The spike had to go over there, and Sky being the lurk was not the right call. This time around, Boom just sending everyone through a tree room, but intro is stuck in A main again, so he could blow this one up once again.
Secret on the site, it will get completely cleaned up here. Eugene from the tree just planting them down solid. And now it's all in a Frostmind. He might be a Sky, but he can't heal himself on up. 1v2, they know he's in the Generators. Pulled on here, he has to go for the plant, but no, he can let it go. He's got some time to work with. But him being so low was enough for Jeong Hi to get the kill. And now 8 rounds, they've doubled the lead here over Boom Esports going to the second half. And now, can Boom make it happen on arguably the better side? Where we have to really see for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, again, Boom. It felt like they're sort of dropping the ball a bit in that final round, going for a 4-1 split, 4-3-1 A main. So it's just Blaze left to his own devices to try and clear that player back in wine, and just did not work out for the team. Boom with their tournament lives on the line here. Down a map, down 4 rounds going in to the second half, and now have to put together a strong defense against DAMWON, Kia, and DAMWON, Kia have looked real good today. In particular, Texture. His entrances onto site have been absolutely on point. He's got a smoke, he's got a dash. He can make that happen once again for the team. And yep, that's the same jet play you've seen a million times here. And DK are on the site.
He gets that opening pick on the Eeyore, and that was a huge pick to find, especially this one on the Asterisk, who was one of their only hopes on map number 1. Jeong Hi will secure the kill on the Blaze. Another big player here from the side of Boom Esports. It's down to a quick 2v4, immediately just completely rushing over the site. There wasn't anything it seemed like Boom Esports could do to really stop that endeavor now. Flipjitter, he knows there's one here towards B main. Secret has got his mark and his number though, and they get that number up to 9 here on the board. DAMWON, a great performance from them, a big cry, a far cry from what we saw on that opening series they had versus Global in these past 2 days right now, and they have been looking like one of the favorites to make it out of this lower bracket. Boom, the stakes are high. They're gonna have to play even higher.
Yeah, and I think if one thing has impressed me most about DAMWON, it's how they're setting up and just looking textbook in these post-plant situations, right? Whether or not it's retaking a site when they're on defense, or here playing it from B main, a couple on site as well. After you've planted the spike yourself, it's looked good, and that's something I couldn't even say about our first series today. That was one of the big weaknesses I felt, especially for a team like PaperX. So DAMWON eyeing PaperX potentially, making that run through the lower bracket. That is something they absolutely have going for themselves.
Blaze King, okay, I see you there with a classic. So Vidart to get that information, distract him, and just pushes out of the Cypher smoke there, so good use of the cage and his utility. But it is a 3v3, and they only have that one rifle, at least the Ares rather, on Blaze himself, as he has retrieved it. Not sure if this is going to be enough for them to really win this round, as Texture gets a great flank here to get Flipjitter, and now that site is ripe open.
Yep, oh, frostmind, a little bit unfortunate there on the shots. Might not expect this monster playing flank from Blaze, who actually got himself an Ares, but they do expect it. Jeong Hi is right there, and he's going to go down, so 10 on the board for DAMWON. Kia. Boom Esports have to figure something out here, because it is not off to a good start for them. They've got the rifles now. Got a setup where Flipshitter and Blaze going to be playing up through mid here. Get some early information if you can get a tag with a drone or a dart. And be informed for the rest of the round and make some strong decisions. That's the one thing you want, especially when DAMWON are going to be coming in on the weaker buy. Early information, making sure you can take these long-range fights, that you're not walking into the short, close-range situations.
Looking to make some sort of play here towards mid, actually for either side. And on that recon, Flipjitter goes for a quick peek, but decides to back out of it. There's a bit too much there that he can really deal with. His gravity wells will cause a bit of a problem, not too much actually, as now that is a great stun here coming from that Trailblazer on Secret. He's Flipjitter, he finds a double just somehow on the flank here, popping out of the smoke, and he pops 2 heads here on the side of DAMWON. So, okay, he's caught the screen player, and he gets him as well there on that door. Flipjitter opening things up, just a deep dive, and he gets a 4K as well. This is what we're talking about, Ender. You need these big players to make big plays in these crucial moments, and that's exactly what Flipjitter just delivered.
Yeah, he was just hiding right inside of the enemy team's Astra smoke in tree. Pops on through off the auto. Bit of a risky play, but caught them at a time where literally every single player had passed him. So easy shots in the back of the head. By the time they figure it out, he's still winning those aim duels against them. A nice 4K for him. Keeps Boom in the game for now.
Right here.
For the meantime, yes, but still 5 rounds that they have to crawl back into here. They win this, fortunately, DAMWON would be on an eco if Boom are able to take this round. But looks like DAMWON are trying to aggress here towards mid, and I'm not sure if this pizza is the right flavor that they were really asking for with the crossfire.
You get that loaded cheesy crust, a little garlic on the top. Oh yeah, that's that good stuff. But
they might have expected a deep dish here, but maybe a square pizza is what they're gonna throw at them. Actually, no, never mind. They give up to crossfire because of that presence towards B main.
Much like pineapple, Sova does not belong on pizza. No, I disagree. Pineapple for sure. It has its spot.
Hawaiian, bro.
Yeah.
Not a fan?
No, I'm a fan. I just saw a
right. Okay,
chance to
nice.
make a joke, and then I had to immediately cover my tracks because it's good. It's good stuff.
It
I
is.
think, yeah, I
works.
defend too many people. Anyways, Frostmind holding down the fort on Cat, and actually the thing about this Astra smoke here, especially dodging away the dart, is he can flash straight out of this, go for the peek himself. Doesn't even take the peek, instead playing a little bit slower with players on back site, but DAMWON absolutely raging through the site.
Okay, Guardian in the hands here. Wild shots here coming from frostmind and cannot connect, as now it's all on the Eeyore in a 1v5. A few players are quite low, but that's not going to be enough, as Texture will just secure the round quick and easy, take it cleanly as well. 11-5, a single one away from match point, and that was a round that Boom Esports needed so much. If they took that, then DAMWON would have been forced on the eco. We could have very easily been looking at a 7-10 game, and at that point it could be much more palatable and digestible here for Boom. But this is something that would turn any Boom fan's stomach right now. 5-11 at potentially tournament point in the next round.
What can Boom do for us here?
And the
Gonna be knives used from Flipshooter. The rest of the team can get a bye with a couple of light armors. Once again, a couple A main, couple B main. Trying to scout out, see exactly where DAMWON are going to be. There's an alarm bot in mid, so lurks on through. Maybe not the easiest thing in the world. Actually, looks like Eeyore just pulled that one back. Was there for a moment. You might want to place it on B. Eeyore gets a couple of big kills here. It's a good start to the round for Boom.
Okay, that's something that they have been looking for quite a while now, especially on map number 1. This time a bit more fortunate. They've got more rounds at the very least, but we've seen them throw these rounds away, Ender. We've seen them have this exact same situation, 4v3. They have the bear side, they have some good weapons, but still they give it on up, and that's not something they were gonna want to reapply here, or I'd rather have a reset of. Now Intro making his in towards that site. There is a player here in the back of the site on Eeyore, but the perfect flash is going to give him away as well. Quickly traded now by Intro, and asteriskk finding a double. Intro a third, but asteriskk will find his own triple kill in the round, and Boom somehow bring that one on back, not letting it slip away finally here. Those are the rounds that they need to secure when they have the advantage, and that they did.
Yeah, good stuff from them. They find those early picks over on the B site, and then the retake there using the verticality, swinging out with the jet coming in from the skies. Asteriskk down from below, and they just lined those up for a triple kill for asteriskk. And once again, DAMWON are posed in the way of breaking into this one. Similar setups from Boom pretty much every round. At least the last few rounds have been virtually identical, and what they're going to do is, again, try to escort Texture up through mid. The alarm bot, the only piece of utility to hold them in their tracks.
Okay, well, that has been given away. And Eeyore, they line up for him, a double kill, and Flipshooter has a perfect position as well here to punish Intro pushing through this, and Secret, and that shall be given away. Flipshooter, a double for him as well. It's all in the Intro, but does not last long, as Eeyore found an amazingly great double kill for him. That was, as in your words, Ender, huge here for Boom.
Okay, getting the double kill to start it off, just running through Molotovs to get kills. No one expects you to swing on through. A little bit of flair here for Boom in the 18th round. That's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And now I'm wondering what DAMWON are gonna do here, because again, it's the same setups here. Killjoy maintaining presence over on the B site. And now it could turn into a split A hit, but I like the setup from Flipshooter and frostmind. Frostmind playing anti-flash here. So Flipshooter can dash away, bait, you to move your crosshair over towards tree room after that initial contact. Oh, I really like this one. Yep, gets the kill, dashes on away, re-peeks. Okay, that's ballsy, but he takes it anyways.
Is still there, Frostmind, but they're not close enough. Never mind, spoke too soon. Intro definitely did not expect him to be in that position towards short. It's all down to Secret. He's got a sheriff in hand, but I'm not sure if the law shall be laid down this time. They know where he is, inside hell. Trailblazers are going to confirm that even more so. Wall bang from Blaze King up above, sending him down below. 8-11. We have a game on our hands here, Ender. They're only 3 rounds away.
within touching distance now. Their tournament lives on the line. And I love that look from them. How they're playing tactically one off of another. Shut things down. I do think DAMWON coming into this next round. I mean, you want to be able to scout out that same angle, right? Like now it's like, okay, you've seen a couple of the different looks they have to offer you. Smoke off that cat angle. Try to get Jet up through mid. This is what they've done in the past. Maybe even just break that alarm bot and then fall back, right? You know, feign that presence again. Make those players on B. Watch the cross into market. While the rest of your team sets up moving in towards A. There's 2 players here down by bench to see if they can find Flipshitter, who's got this operator, but they can't really trade off of each other.
Well, at this point, DAMWON have seen the exact same setup from Boom time and time again, as you point out. You know, they'd have that setup towards B and A main, then they have an alarm bar towards mid, so they should be able to expect this, and that they could try and, you know, throw some curveballs in. Not, well, literally, but figuratively. They do deny that alarm bot towards the top of mid. Smoke will dissipate, and I think it has. And
I mean, there's an ult, Sova v Sova, right? So Eugene actually ran all the way back over towards B, got tagged by a drone in the last second, baited out that ult, got tagged one singular time, and now the hit actually is going to come into A, but the Hawk from the defending Sky frostmind, I think is going to sell this one. They know it's going to be an A hit.
He has his Hunter's Fury as well of his own to really use here, and Frostmind, he's been caught on out. Perfect flashbang is going to blind a bunch of them, and Texture will still get that kill on a Frostmind. Asterisk waiting inside his own smoke. This could be huge for them, but here comes Flipshitter, a 1 kill from him. Secret finding a double, though, to hold down that line. They still maintain supremacy of the site here. On the peak, Eeyore will get that kill as he dissipates. The double from him, keeping them alive, no sleepy eyes, and it's a 1v1. He does not know where he is detained. The knife to come on in, and they will get the round. Boom Esports somehow crawling their way out of a deep ditch, and now they're only 2 rounds away.
Oh man, Eeyore showing up in a big way. He has to hit those shots at the end to make it count. Has the lockdown too, to just ruin the day of Jeong Hi. And honestly, I loved that round from DAMWON for so much of it, right? Very slow, taking some presence and a split A hit. Even the flank from Texture through Tree Room worked wonders for the squad, but with so little time on the clock, and the re-hit, or the retake rather, from Boom being so on point, with Eeyore getting his every single time. It just broke the round after a strong setup from DAMWON.
Totally, they didn't even wait for the plant to go down, right? They hit the mid plant, and that just left less guns up online to really hold down the line. Now, we saw a great hold there from Secret to get a double, but it wasn't enough, at least in the end. Here coming on now on this A site, and there's a lot in store. Most of our players on the map are here, and Asterisk will dip in a bit too deep as Texture punishes him. Eeyore will find one Secret, and Jeong Hi find another one. It's a quick, thrifty round, looking like so far here for the side of DAMWON. Blaze King has been known as that. Neural Theft will come online. It's a 4v2 with an operator in the hands of Flipshitter. This doesn't look like a good round for Boom to try and retake even.
Nope, I think it's going to be a save. Flipshitter is sticking around over towards B. Blaze King maybe just tries to get some damage done here. There's a recon dart, maybe a spam into hell, but man, oh man. DAMWON with the conditioning the previous round where they play so slow, these patient defaults, putting Boom to sleep for 1.5 minutes in the rounds. This time it's just no, go, go, go straight onto the A site. Boom, we're not ready for it. They got cut down with relative ease.
You can see there that based on their positioning, they were kind of expecting something a bit slower as Intro is able to find Blaze. Like, you saw Asterisk waiting inside the site, not expecting that to just come his way full send, and oh, he actually spots out Jeong Hi here. Able to save the operator, I think, for the meantime. Yeah, you're way too far to get that off of his hands, out of his hands. Match point, tournament point has been gotten here, taken by DAMWON.
Alrighty here. Whew.
We're close.
DAMWON looking real good. And now what's the next look they give us? Probably just going back to that slow setup again. You can see this has been really common. asteriskk playing over towards A main, Cypher to make sure no one can push out B, and then well, you got a Sova to try and escort Jet far forward up through mid. Is the default from DAMWON, and Boom haven't really had a good answer into it. They don't play super aggressive. up against this particular look. These two
Could
players
potentially
just allowed
be,
to, I mean, they can just walk through mid with pretty much no contest.
That is true. There is an alarm bot there, though, and they're to keep him at bay for the meantime, but the Owl drone should confirm their suspicions that there isn't anyone towards mid just as of the moment, although as Eeyore crawls in there, that might change very soon here inside the market. Given away as well. Perfect peek there from Eeyore off of his own utility, and they get that opening pick. This is looking pretty good for Boom for the meantime. Frostmind trying to help his teammate on out. Here comes a push on towards that ace side. They're going to try and flood it out once again, but it seems like Boom are a lot more prepped to try and retake this than the last round was.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the lockdown ready, coming on through. You have to use that Hunter's Fury. That's what Eugene does there to make sure they can destroy that and stay playing on this site. 4v5 on the retake. Eugene gets 2, though. It's huge for DAMWON here.
They're all trying to filter themselves here on top of the heavens, and they shall be sent to hell as Jeong Hi will get the potentially last kill of his own here. Flip Jitter 1v4 tournament point, and that is it. Sealed.